In the 2018 spring split of LCS, a new team arrived that took the competition by storm. Not only did they make a statement in their play, making the playoffs that split, but they did it in style. You knew who they were the instant you saw them. Red, black, white, a classic silhouette with a modern look. This was 100 Thieves and their spring 2018 jersey. The 2018 jersey set itself apart in many ways. Instead of a regular t-shirt or the same colored jersey most teams wore, 100 Thieves opted for a baseball jersey, a timeless fit from one of America's favorite pastimes and a good look in streetwear. The jersey is comprised of a 100% polyester body stitched together with black thread and the designs printed using sublimation. Black plastic buttons line along the front. These vertical red pinstripes fill the space of the black jersey, and much bolder lines of the same color highlight areas around the sleeves, along the neck, and down the center of the body. The 100 Thieves logo is proudly worn on the heart in white and can also be found high up on the back, however with a black stroke unnoticeable without inspection. Thieves is inscribed across the back as bold white type with a serif font, also with the same black stroke. Rocket Mortgage's logo can be found on the right side of the chest and on the left sleeve, also in white. And on the right sleeve is a badge with the 100 Thieves logo in color with the team's motto, Honor Among Thieves, inscribed in a circular path. And all of this is encapsulated with a white circular stroke. And finally, one more badge rests on the bottom of the jersey, marking the product with authenticity. By the way, the jerseys came with a certificate of authenticity and a sticker. The design is simple, clean, it just works. Not only does it look great, but it feels great too. Much like other baseball jerseys, the fit isn't tight, it's more on the loose end. Compared to other esports jerseys I have, its touch is firm and smooth. The smooth texture isn't like silky smooth or like a Nike dry fit smooth. You can feel and see a texture. Sometimes I find myself patting my arms or running my hands across the body to feel this texture. I know that sounds weird, but it's like, have you ever seen or gotten a really nice mouse pad and you just run your hands across to feel it? The texture isn't quite like a mouse pad, but it just feels good to do that. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. I tend to do that with other clothes I wear and enjoy. And anyway, the jersey is quite comfortable when worn and you can feel a bit of a weight to it when you put it on. I usually wear a US size small, but for this jersey, I found extra small to be more comfortable of a fit for me because the size small had a longer body. If you're into tall tees and longer length, then totally go for that size that you normally get. For me, I wanted a size down. My friend John here is wearing the size small. He's a bit taller and more muscular than I am, and Junnichi is modeling extra small. You can wear the jersey with a shirt underneath or a long sleeve tee. Personally, I enjoy wearing a hoodie underneath. "100 Thieves" debut jersey was released in March of 2018 at $85 US, and just like other 100 Thieves drops, this sale was limited and sold out in minutes. My friends and I were quite lucky to grab one for each of us. Later in the year, however, another drop was made with a few minor changes, but still donning the same overall design. This time around, the text on the back was customizable, allowing you to put your own gamer tag or your favorite pro's name across the back. Other differences include the badge on the right sleeve being replaced with Razer's sponsored badge, and Rocket Mortgage using a different logo on the left sleeve and chest. A small nitpick with the Razer logo is that it seems to have a black stroke attached to it. You only really notice this if you're really trying to look. and it's made visible by the red pinstripes. You can see the stripes stop early, unlike with the old badge, where the stripes came in contact with the white circle. While it sounds like I've been raving about how perfect the design is, I started to notice more of these small details that weren't consistent with each jersey. I had 2 jerseys from the first drop and 1 updated jersey to look at and compare, and I noticed the stitching on the upper back and on the chest would deviate from their path. You can see this on the red line on the upper back, and the same goes for the front. The stitching is just always different, kind of taking a different path, sometimes cutting across the red lines, sometimes running through the middle of it, or running side by side. I think the original path for the stitching was intended to run alongside the red lines, not through them. Most of the time, that's how the stitching seems to go across most of the body. I recognize that this is kind of a nitpick. I never noticed any of these issues when it came to wearing the jerseys. And again, I never noticed these kind of details until I was really looking at each one closely. As a consumer, I don't really know how common this is, but I thought it was important to note and let you guys know. I don't actually know how to make a jersey, let alone a shirt or any other kind of piece of clothing. I recognize that it's impossible to make each issue perfect, and small things like this are bound to happen. Personally, this didn't bother me much since it's hard to notice at all. Again, this is just something to look out for if you ever get a jersey yourself, or if you already have one, maybe you can take a look, and it's just something to note. I did notice one other detail, but I didn't find this on any of the jerseys on hand. It was actually on the players' jerseys at LCS. I noticed the players had an embroidered patch of the logo on the chest instead of the sublimated print. Sorry, Cody. This is the only photo of my own that clearly showed the patch. Speaking of special issues, there were 2 more versions released later that year, one for playoffs and one for Worlds. Both were a white design as opposed to black. The playoffs jersey had the same pinstripe design with black stripes instead of red, and the Worlds jersey filled the space with geoprint, a design they used on a hoodie earlier that year, resembling the outlines of continents on a map. If you're looking for the original 2018 jersey, you can find it through resellers. I found just a few sold listings on eBay where it went for about $100 or even as high as $150 US. At the time of this recording, I couldn't find any listings currently available. Hopefully you find more luck. Overall, the jersey is fantastic. The style not only serves as a great piece to wear as a fan, but its clean design makes a great fit for a comfortable, sporty, or urban look. 100 Thieves continues to create new styles of jerseys in 2020, but this original is a classic that will be remembered among fans as it carried the brand's identity for the team's debut into the LCS. That this team wasn't here just for kicks, but they were here to become a mainstay and do it their own way.
Okay. Can I get 4 quarter pounders with cheese?
She only has 1 quarter.
I'm sorry, anything?
Wait, what?
Anything else?
We need more.
I'm sorry, 4 quarter pounders, not 1.
So you don't want the quarter pounder?
4 of them.
Oh, you want 4?
Yeah.